Hello everyone. It's James again. And today I want to talk about a serious topic that actually was mentioned in the comment section in my last video. And that comment came from Not Your Blonde. And I want to thank you for the comment you left. And sorry you're going through such pain. So let's go over the comment, shall we? Not Your Blonde writes. Thanks James, after coming through 4.5 years with Narc. And have come to the realization that my father was the original abuser. At the age I am now. Scares the crap out of me. Trying to take care of myself, trying to continue with emotional, spiritual, and psychological recovery, this is serious stuff. I want a meaningful relationship but scared to death. Thanks for your work and dedication to helping us, God protect and bless you abundantly and again. I want to thank you for your comment and kind words. Also, I'm very sorry you had to go through all of this. You see, our narcissist parent or parents can and do a bunch of damage on us that literally last a lifetime. However, the damage isn't just through the abuse they have done to us in the past. The damage is in that most of us that were abused by a narcissist parent or parents literally have no family member we can turn to for assistance or help. And that in itself is the abuse that lasts a lifetime. You see, though narcissists can and do abuse what I would call a normal, well-adjusted person. Because truthfully, they can trick and abuse anyone. But their person of choice isn't the normal one that has family and friends and a support network. They choose more times than not to go after the person that has no family, friends, or support network. Now yes, as I've mentioned before, there are some narcissists that like to test their skills to bring down a big prey item such as someone that has it all together. And they do this for the sport of it. But most of the time they act like a typical predator. They try to pick a prey item that can do the least amount of damage to them when they spring their attack. And this very thing is what makes us afraid to meet someone again. No matter it be just a friend, or someone to love romantically. Because I've seen in my personal life, where a man or a woman were hurt pretty bad by someone they were dating or married to. But the thing they had going for them was they had family that cared. Even if they are an adult, they could move back home to their parents' house for a year or so in order to get their financial situation back on track if this was affected by such a bad relationship. They had a brother or sister to hang out with on the weekends to fill their time with joyful and fun things. So they weren't home thinking about the past and sitting in their hurt and pain. And because they know they have this support system with them now and in the future. And though they might be a bit more cautious after such an ordeal, they are more than likely to get out there and live their life to the fullest. But us, those of us that were born and raised in a narcissistically abusive home, we know that every step or misstep counts. And the missteps are hard to correct. We can't afford too many missteps because we are on our own. And no one is going to come running to our rescue. So what do we do? Avoid life? No. But at the same time we must be careful. Because the world is changing fast. And we would be foolish to not notice these things happening. And I would even tell the person that has a great support system and family to be careful. To have escape plans. This is why I talk about even at work. Save and invest your money well. So if push comes to shove and you are being narcissistically abused at work, you can get out of there. Well, the same goes for a friendship or romantic relationship. Guard your heart. And make sure you have an out if you need it. Because even good people can do bad things. Bad enough things you shouldn't stick around to ask further questions about. But here's what I've noticed. People that are more on the healthy side appreciate the fact someone cares enough about themselves to protect themselves. It's perfectly okay to not tell someone every little detail about your life. Even someone you love. And know you're not being dishonest by keeping some painful things to yourself. Don't think you owe everyone an explanation for your existence because you don't owe anyone anything. But you do owe yourself to try your best. And if you are a believer, you owe the Most High God to do your best in life as well. He tells us to guard our hearts. Now why would he tell us such a thing? Maybe because he knows not every man and woman on this earth has our best interests at heart. And it hurts him to see us used and abused. So this feeling you are feeling is normal. And to be honest with you, probably won't go away. If you have limited family because of the abuse you lived through. Now I'm not sure if that's the case or not. But if it is, you will probably be a bit more leery than the next person to meet and take part in a relationship with someone else. But being a bit more leery is okay. And someone that is potentially good for you won't want you to drop your protection. As for instance, I love to talk with people, mingle, shake hands and laugh. I also keep myself open to the fact that one day, the Most High will bring me a suitable woman to be with. And if I'm not prepared, meaning doing the self-work, shaking any strange or off-putting behaviors I learned as a child from my narcissist mother. And if I'm completely shut off, I might miss her. But if I'm prepared, I've done and am actively doing the self-work. And I have boundaries. Healthy good old boundaries. Boundaries that this woman respects. I have the chance to build something good. God willing. There's an old saying. It's better to be prepared and have no opportunity than have an opportunity and not be prepared. We have to understand that healthy people at one time or another crossed our paths and we lost out because our life was completely off kilter. It's not a knock against us. Because look at how we grew up. But what we can do is fix ourselves today. We owe it to ourselves to fix ourselves up into being the best people we can literally be. And part of that is developing healthy boundaries. Because sadly there are people that have a predator mentality. And what I mean is if they see a wounded animal they will prey upon it. However, if you walk tall, strong and confident, and you have healthy boundaries, you have a better chance at attracting someone that is on the same page as you. There's an old saying in regards to that as well. And that's become the person you want to attract. And that should be someone that has boundaries and someone that loves themselves along with loving others. But to add to that, always realize and see your situation for what it is. As for me, I come from a family of narcissists. And I have no family member I can rely on. So though it's not a fun experience to not have family to lean on, I understand it for what it is. And move forward accordingly. Because I can lean on God. And I just move a little more careful through life than the next person might. Because every step and misstep counts. But just because that's the case, doesn't mean I'm going to stop living. Because if I did, that would make all the narcissists that have been a part of my life very happy. I'm not going to give them that victory over my life. I'm going to live. And so are you. And you. And you. We just have to guard our hearts. Well, I hope you and some others found that helpful. And I thank every one of you for your subscription. As I said before, we are pushing for a starting goal of 200,000 subscribers. So more people can get this message about narcissism, narcissistic abuse, and how our society really functions. So they can make informed choices and how to take their lives back. And so they can get out of the matrix. Also please don't forget to click the bell to be notified each and every time I make a new video. And also if you are so inclined to further support this channel, you can do so through Patreon. With that said, I hope everyone had a blessed day. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.